probably like you recheck all the breakdown clips, or you share the clips with students, or maybe other stuff. If you can tell us like a little bit about that.
It really depends. If we, we'll do a video session, and I usually put a bunch of clips in a reel for the team. The team has access to everything, so I know that they go in and watch on their own. So we use it for scouting and for ourselves, seeing what we did right and what we did wrong. Mostly for scouting this past year. So, we would put the clips together of number 7 hitting,
Okay.
stuff like that. It would be nice to clip it shorter, so it's, just number 7 hitting instead of she hits twice in the rally and they're 8 attempts or whatever. So you're watching the long rally for, a 3-second clip, and some of them get to be like 45 seconds.
Ah, okay, got it. And just curious, how do you group the clips to a reel, coach? Do you have like a sort of like a naming or a pattern, or like?
Depends on. Sometimes we'll do it by rotation, by the hitter, or we try and show like their defense against certain attempts. So it really kind of varies depending on what we're trying to do that day.
Okay. And do you mind like showing us like maybe a sample of your reels, or like how you filter the clips from your breakdown, like from your screen share?
Sure.
That will be perfect. So on the left, there's like a green monitor icon. You can click on that, and then choose like your browser window with the your crossover account open.
Are you seeing it now, or?
Not yet.
How do I get it to screen share?
Yeah, the screen share.
If you look at the green arrow on the left-hand side.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Sorry. Because of look right now?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. It's because of my TV situation. I have one screen too.
If you can tell us a little bit story about how you group clips to reel and from here.
So like, it's been a while, so I'm trying to remember. So this was from one of our opponents, and I think it was just if they ended up winning their rally, you can see they're all kills. First, that's because you can really only sort it by how the rally ends. So how they scored points, so that we could figure out how to stop them. So of the games that we played that I had broken down, this one was when their right side scored against us, so that we could look through and watch our defense.
Okay. That's cool.
So yeah, so it's a little bit all over the place, depending. A lot of these I actually did after the season. I didn't play around too much with it in season, and now I'm kind of mad about it, but yeah, so where opponents were scoring, where we scored, where we hit out of the back row, because I played a little bit with the insights after the season was over. So it's actually like really confusing, but then really helpful.
Okay, that's great. Is there any reason why like you group the reels to that particular order, coach? Like
in not any particular order. It was more just when I was watching I think these came from using the insights, so where the right side scored, where the outside scored, because it was an easy thing to do with once I figured out what it meant.
Okay.
That, and it's got all the clips, and you can create a reel easily from here.
Ah.
So that's probably how that happened. And what I was really hoping to do is, because we do upload all of our opponents' games, be able to take some shorter clips out of everything without getting the entire breakdown.
Okay.
Just like a couple quick things, or go back and add a few things. Like we don't really need our spring scrimmages broken down, but a couple things might be helpful. And it was hard to get any like clips out of there into a reel. From what I remember.
Okay. And so when currently crossover doesn't have that feature of trimming the clips, how do you do it now instead of making the clip shorter?
I just go into here and I try the self.
Okay.
So it's
yeah. So you create the short clips. Okay.
Yeah, so there's my one kid hitting, yay. Then I'll go in and it's just a little bit time consuming to go in sometimes. What's that?
Do you do this to all your breakdown games, Coach?
I'll do this for whatever I feel like we need to be looking at. So it really depends.
Okay. So once you
It's like 5 of these clips in with some clips from another game that might have been broken down and might be easier to sort and all of that stuff. I just haven't figured that out, or it isn't possible yet.
Okay. And so if you already create clips from our film editor, so what do you normally do with this, Coach?
I do more. I've done less straight clips recently.
Okay.
What I started doing, I'm trying to remember which one I've gone through. That one. I got mad at that game. So this one doesn't have much, but and our girls have gone in under our assistance thing. Like I'll draw on them and type on them and stuff like that. And then I ask the girls to watch it.
Okay.
So like the last time that I did something in here. Yeah, no, I didn't watch that game. So kind of how. So like this one, there we go. And it gets a little bit hard because like I want to show them this point, but sometimes it's not easy to get right there.
Okay.
We sit there and we watch it so fast, or did did it go right through it? It might have gone right through it. Did it go right through? Why it didn't? There we go.
Oh, there's a translation. Okay.
I'm like, so, like, I go in and some of them are more entertaining than others.
Ah.
But I found it helpful to, like, just be able to be like, hey guys, that's not what we want. What are you doing? And it's not necessarily, you know, something that ends the rally. But, so that's how we've been using it, because it's harder to clip it out, because the girls don't have access to the film editor, from what I remember. Because we have our players do scouting for opponents, so like they'll put together, you know, they'll watch a video and then want to watch certain time slots, but if they can't go into film editor, they have to tell me when to, you know, which time frames they want, what they want to point out, and all of that. So I just like to make it easier for them to have access to the same things that I do. And then, you know, if we want shorter clips, we've got to go through the film editor versus the, when we get the breakdown.
Okay.
Just want to watch one thing, it still usually goes through the entire rally.
Okay, okay. Got it. So, Fahad, do you have questions for reel and breakdowns?
Yeah, I guess the only question I have is the instance of being able to view the film editor the only reason? Because I think you mentioned earlier about how you have your athletes sign into an assistant coach role.
We've had them do that once in a while. It's just because they couldn't do it on their own. And I like them to have ownership for what they're doing. That's what we've kind of had to do to make that work.
In order to use the drawing tool on the video?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And then I think only one or two of them actually figured out the self-editing film editor.
Okay.
But then getting them onto a reel apparently was tougher for them. Maybe it was just because they couldn't figure it out, or I don't know. Because I didn't do a tutorial or anything. I was hoping, you know, big millennials and whatnot, that they would be able to figure it out on their own.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, Corey.
Okay. So, Coach, before we move to like the prototype session, do you have any questions for us?
You know, I just kind of want to see what we might have going forward, because I do really like this, like using crossover more than anything else that I've used to date.
Oh, thank you.
A little bit tougher is the clips, like pulling them out. That's the only thing that gets a little bit tougher than some other platforms we've used, but overall.
Sure.
Better.
Okay, sure, okay. When we just like dive in then. So before like I sent you like the prototype link, I will give you like a couple instruction. So as the part of the prototype test, we will ask you like to finish like one task, which is like I'll screen share mine to show you like the scenario card. If you can wait a second. Can you see my screen, Coach?
Yes, I can.
Yes. Okay. So let me walk through the task scenario for you. So just like put yourself in this situation, this couple of scenarios, and then after that, I will send you like the prototype link, and you can go ahead and then finish the task. So the first one is your coach Robin Terno from Team St. Gabriel. And you're viewing one of your breakdown game, which is the St. Gabriel versus Arizona Storm. And then like once you watch the breakdown clip, you decided to add clip number 3 from your breakdown to a new reel named Arizona Storm. And apparently, when you check on the clip number 3, you found that clip is too long, and you actually only need clip from second 10 to 15 time frame. And then now, that will be your task, and I will send you the prototype link now from the group chat. There. If you could open that link on the Google Chrome, that would be perfect. And like anytime you're ready, you can start doing the task. And like if you could walk us through like all your what you think about the prototype, what you see here, like why did you go there, like just so that like we can follow like your thought process, and let's see what's working and what's not working.
Can I? There we go. Play. How do I have to just play? Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, I guess.
Can you walk us through like what you think about it? Like, yeah.
Are you controlling it or am I? This is really strange because it's not really working at all. Hold on. I just refreshed the page.
Yes.
Because I'm on 3 and it says drag to adjust start time and drag to adjust end time, but I can't play the clip. And if I try and adjust start time, it only goes to 10 seconds. 2, 4, 7. End time, again, is a single jump.
Is there any reason why in the first you went to like play the clip before you adjust the start and end time?
If it's 22 seconds long, I still need to know which part of the clip I wanted.
Okay. Okay, and you can go ahead, Coach.
10 seconds on the end? Is it 10 seconds on the beginning? You know? But I can't really get this to do anything.
Oh yeah, this is a very rough prototype, so the video player actually might not work.
It's okay. It's more of a...
Yeah, okay, so now that you have the 10 to 15 seconds, did you notice anything different on the screen, Coach?
Just a little bit on the left, I think.
If you could tell us what you see on the left and what you think they are, and like now that you're on this video.
So some of the dots are orange versus black. And that's it. And now it says like adjust clip or play selected events, and the only thing I can do is adjust, but it's still let me go.
Yeah, let's say now you want the clips from like second 13 to second 20. Okay. And what would you do next?
I would want to be able to watch it. I know that's probably not set up for this right now, but I'd want to be able to watch it to make sure that's what I actually wanted. It looks like everything else has changed as far as like what's highlighted. I'm just a visual person, so I like that.
Okay, so if you want to watch like this shortened clip, like what would you do at this point?
I would click on play selected events.
And if you want to watch like, let's say like the whole clip again, just to make sure, what would you do?
I would probably try and just go back over on the left and hit the play button at the top of the whole list.
Okay. And then let's say if you hit on the play button on the video player, on the right side. What do you think will happen, Coach?
If I played, it would probably just play what I've selected.
Okay. And then like in terms of like when you see like the highlighted bullet on the left side, the gray one and the orange one, can you tell us what you think that is and like what you think you can't do in that part?
To me, it just looks like from when number 4 does the ball, so the next, piece of the rally. So it's, each contact by whoever.
Okay. And what can you do on the bullet side on the left side, Coach? What do you think you can do? Is it just like a visual interpretation or?
Say that one more time.
What do you think like you can do on the left side with the bullets?
I have no idea. If I wanted to filter it, and then I would be able to find every dig by Vanessa, and then go through each of those clips to shorten them if I wanted
Okay.
to.
Okay, Fahad, do you have questions until this stage?
Not at this stage now.
Okay, so let's say, Coach, now you have shortened the clip to like second 13 to 20, and then what would you do next according to the scenario where you have to add the reel?
Well, I'm not entirely sure because if I said add to reel, would it be the entire thing or would I flip?
Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and let's just click add to reel for now. On 1 second, is there any reason why you actually hesitate that this will take like the whole clip or the shortened clip? Is there any reason why you're not sure that that this will take like the shortened clip or like the whole clip?
It just says add to reel, so I don't know if like there's no way to like know if I've actually like saved the clip, and if I do save it, is that going to affect the original one or not?
Okay, got it. Yeah, you can go ahead and create a reel. And yes. And then let's say you want to view this this thing that you just add to reel. What would you do next?
I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure. If I would have to go all the way back out, or if I would be able to filter and see that reel.
When you say filter, can you tell us more about it? Like, how would you do it?
Well, it would depend on if there was a way to access the reels from here, or would I have to go back to Film Home to then look at the reel?
Okay.
Out of the breakdown, go into everything here. I could go that way, but it would be easier if there was just a way to do it right on the top from where. Hey, that's my old club team. Which one are we watching?
I think the second one, Coach. Yep. Wait. The third one, sorry. Okay.
Yes, okay. Because it's got all of this up here, but how do you know what you've done without going back out through everything to make sure that it's what you want it to be? It would be easier if there was, breakdown raw, game info, stats, film editor, reel, or clip, something.
Okay, that's a good
We've
suggestion.
already done. If we're doing a lot of specific, lot of work in one day, it's like, did I get everyone that she has or not?
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that's a
Like
fair point.
the films and then the reels.
Okay. So when you adding clips to Reel Coach, is it something that you do like you add multiple clips at once to the reel, or you just do it like one by one, rechecking the clips itself?
So when it's through the breakdown, usually each one as it goes, because, or I'll collect, every time number 7 got a kill, those I can do in one big bunch. But if it's, something in the middle of each one, it's hard to sort and find that. So if it's not something that starts or ends the rally, it's harder to add them in a group.
Okay.
And then when you're in the film editor, I feel like it's kind of the same. You can, if you labeled it, it's easy to add them as groups. But if you haven't really gone through all of that, it's got to be a one by one.
Oh, okay. So every breakdown game, you check on the clip one by one, and you decided which one to add to reel, like one at a time.
Sometimes, most of the time, or I'll go through and pick every time number 7 got a kill and then take some of them out. But yeah, I watch everything.
Okay. So in that case, like for the clip trimmer feature that we just tried, will it be useful for you if you can do like the clip trimming on the breakdown page, or will it be better for you if the clip trimmer is on the reel page?
Probably just on breakdown.
Okay, got it. And like you tried the clip trimmer already, Coach. Like, what do you think? Like, is it like easy to use, or is there like any point of confusions that you find, or like how can we make it better?
For creating like the new way, or
the clip trimmer. So the one that you just tried now.
Watching is the clips tend to end really quickly, and then there can be a lot of start time leeway. I mean, that's probably just a breakdown thing, but as soon as the ball is down, it's like immediately. And sometimes it would be nice to see a little bit longer for how our team reacts. And then if there's a sub or something, there's like 20 seconds on before the next kid serves. So I don't know if there's a way to kind of not put in like timeouts and time to take the sub people in and out.
Okay.
Have to talk to each other for a while. That's something I noticed. It's I've never had other people other than crossover breakdown film for me. So as far as that goes, I think it's great. And it is hard, but I would like to maybe be able to get a little bit more of where they're attacking from, which you now have with the insights. So that did start to help a little once I figured that out.
Okay.
Just because, there are different tempo sets that go to each location, and sometimes somebody does very different things when they get a really high set versus a really fast set. Those are all like very minute things.
Okay. Fahad, do you have questions for this part?
Yeah, just a couple quick questions. So I guess just as a follow-up to the question about reels, Do you find yourself creating reels where multiple clips from multiple games are included in the same reels, or do you oftentimes create reels that are kind of confined within the one game?
When it's us, it's usually one game. If we're scouting an opponent, it depends on how many games we've had broken down of the opponent. So kind of both. There's no real one that we do a lot more than the other. It probably differs like week to week, like who we're playing, how much we have of us or them being broken down. Because there are some opponents that I like to have more breakdown of than others.
Cool.
So we'll have like 2 or 3 games to go to scouting out a Delphi versus we only have 1 for Assumption or something like that.
Got it. Okay. And then yeah, that makes sense. And then as far as the just kind of a side question, do you happen to ever create highlight videos for the kids on your team?
I haven't yet, but part of that was the not being able to shorten clips before. So, you know, if we want to get a kid's kill, but the ball goes over the net 5 times before that, that was a little bit harder to do before. You can do it through the film editor, but that also gets time consuming with how long it takes you to tag each clip.
Yep.
So kind of.
Okay.
I used to do more with like what was it? Like Movie Maker or something. This was 5 years ago or so, but I used to do that because it was easy to just like clip out 3 seconds at a time while watching.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's helpful.
Okay. So coach, if you go to like the reel section, like I just want to show you like the result of the clip edit there. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Wait. Okay, let me pull my screen. I'll pull out my prototype. Can you see my screen?
I can see. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's say you go to Reels and you want to check like those the last clip that you added. Where would you go at this point?
Into the Arizona Storm one because that's what we were working with.
Okay. I'll click this for you and like can you tell me what you see here?
Just the 13 through 20 that we clipped out. So it's not the whole rally.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what I wanted.
Okay, perfect. Like, do you wish like you can see like other information on this particular clip, like other than the timestamp, or?
Maybe how it ended. Or what rotation it was. I don't feel like it would depend on what I was looking for that day. So there's not as easy of a answer there.
Okay. Like from all of the prototype screen that you see today, is there any part that you like better or like you like less? That you can, I don't know, just give it like some suggestions, like.
Just making it easier to get to the reels from the breakdown or raw footage from the film editor. So that you don't have to leave your project in the middle of it to check what you're doing that much. Once we get the clipping ability, I think it'll make my life easier and the girls' lives easier when they do the scouting. So I know they'll be excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have any ideas on how to make some of the things that take a little bit longer not take as long. So I got nothing.
Okay. One last question, Coach. If you can't see my screen now, I'm opening like the details of the clip number 3. Let's say, other than the clip trimmer, if we introduce the feature like ability to filter these bullets to a specific action, let's say you just want to see attack by Alicia Urena here, and you can filter this particular clip. How do you feel about that?
That would be great, because right now I can search attack by Alicia, but it'll show me not just her attacks, but hers, the other side, and the other side, you know?
Okay.
To see, like, the 2 contacts before she hits the ball and the 1 contact after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we really only want to see the half set hit, and then if it's scored or not, without watching the entire clip.
Okay, got it. And when you mentioned earlier, when you filter specific player and then kill, it will bring you other clips that not just the kill. Is that what you say?
Well, it brings the entire clip of that kill, so it's not just kill by, it's everything ahead of that also.
Okay, okay. So in that one particular clip.
Would be nice, because some rallies are really long and we only really want the last 4 seconds.
And in that case, like if you have filter for each clip, and is it something that you will use like when you check like one clip and then you filter it and then you go to next clip and then you filter that again?
Just with the timing, because if it's just her attack, it's gonna, you know, are we gonna see where the ball came from, or is it just gonna be that split second that she actually hits, because it is such a quick game. You know, if it's like attacked by Alicia, getting the 2 next clips around it, unless it's a kill, just because otherwise I feel like everyone would get trying to watch them that fast, back to back.
Okay, got it. I think that's my last question. Fahad, do you have anything to add?
No, I think this is great. This is really helpful.
Okay. So Coach Karrin, I think this is a wrap for the session today. Thank you again for your time. We really appreciate your feedback. And later today, I will email the Amazon gift card reward to you, or the latest maybe this week. Do you have like any other questions maybe, or like ideas you want to tell us?
No, but if you want to go back into this later in this month, I'd be happy to do it again if you want to.
Okay, oh, that was perfect. Thank you, Coach. Okay, yeah, have a good day, Coach. And again, thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next testing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. You too.